Gene tests and others were reviewed by a national panel. For info, go to consumerreports.org. And don't forget to double check with your doctor before deciding when to schedule a test. That's Primetime Focus, brought to you by AARP. I'm Aileen Ellis.
Hi, this is Ron Sedgy, inviting you to join me for The Tonight Show of Radio every Saturday night, 9 to 11 Pacific Standard Time on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Now in our 24th year and well over 19,000 guests, The Ron Sedgy Show live originates from our Universal Radio studios. Celebrities from TV, music, movies, literature, politics, and show business, at one time or another, they all come to The Ron Sedgy Show. So why don't you?
Welcome to the PM Show, weekend edition, PM Show on sports. I'm Michael Horn, the star of our program. The Sultan of Safeties, 2 safeties in one game, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get to that at some point. We'll talk about it. The legendary star of Hunter, so many motion pictures, television shows, stage actor, and now radio superstar, the one and only Mr. Fred Dryer.
Thanks so very much, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the eve. We're on the cusp. We're right before it, the day before Thanksgiving.
That's really nice.
And I'm thrilled. I always like Thanksgiving. My daughter texted me this morning, and she's going to be in Las Vegas with her sister Molly and Molly's new baby Dean.
That's interesting.
And they texted
I like that.
They texted me a nice photograph of my daughter with the baby, and it's great. In life, we always can't be together all the time. Life takes people in different directions, but it's great to know when your children are happy and healthy, isn't it?
It is good to know. If you're a parent, you know what we're talking about. If you're not a parent, it's a little harder to get together with. But once you have a kid, you know about the ultimate, sacrifice of having a kid and taking care of them, right? And know that they're good and healthy. That's the key.
Yes, it is.
Unless you got a criminal in Ferguson that charged a cop and then gets shot.
Yeah, or Eric Holder, the president and all these people who promote it.
They do.
Promote it. I
understand the president saying something, but they kind of incite rioting. It's like
of course that's what they do. That's the weapon. Remember, the weapon of racism is on the left. It always has been. So. Other than somewhere in there's a Dodger score.
Yeah. Find it and win the prize.
We digress. We have some Hanley Ramirez news. He signed.
We do. Okay, who did he sign with?
We found a team that was going to overpay him.
Okay,
and that's the Boston Red Sox.
Oh, that's good. They would.
Yeah,
you Red Sox fans, Red Sox Nation.
Yes, and the caption is Hanley's home. Ramirez happy to go back where you belong, quote unquote.
Here's the thing. This is not going to work, and I'll tell you why.
It's very funny.
The Boston fans are unforgiving,
They'll
and as
murder
soon as this guy goes on the DL, they will not accept it like they did in Los Angeles. They're going to be shouting his name.
They will not tolerate passive-aggressive behavior.
You're exactly right.
They
this
will
is
not
going to work.
They will not tolerate what Dodger fans and the Dodger organization did, and the people in the clubhouse who are whispering
what they pay for him
under their breath. I don't know. 4 years to $20 million a year or something.
Yeah, that's
something like that.
Hanley is home.
It's not here. I don't know what he is.
Yeah, he's surprising news. Really, he's the newest member of the Red Sox. Oh, wait a minute. He's going to switch to left field.
Yes,
is that correct?
Yeah, they can't get him out of the infield fast enough.
Well, he might last longer out in left field.
What's the next position after left field?
DH.
Well, doesn't he go to the bullpen after that?
Bullpen catcher.
Doesn't he go there?
No, they got to squat a lot in there. Anyway, he's going to go to left field, and he's all smiles. He was.
He should be. He's got a guaranteed $180 million contract.
He was the 2006 Rookie of the Year. He can be a great player. The one that I'm telling you, here's the big deal for them. Pablo Sandoval.
I love him.
I love that guy. That's a big loss for the Giants.
That's a big gain for the Dodgers and a loss for the Giants. Yeah. But I heard that the Giants weren't so they could absorb it because they wanted to free up all that money because they're going to go after some pitchers. They may go after you know who from Detroit.
Clayton Kershaw?
Yes, exactly.
Just kidding.
That's the right team, too.
Sandy Koufax.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Verlander. Not Verlander, the other kid.
Oh, I thought it was Verlander.
Scherzizer.
Oh, Schernheiser.
Scherzizer.
Shirts off, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Button your shirt, sir.
And if the Giants get him, then they've got the other guy, then there could be a problem there in Dodgerville.
Could be, but Sandoval was pretty good for him. And they got that good manager, that Bochy. He can put it all
he's
together.
Good, yeah. He's an alcoholic, isn't he?
He's not. He's okay. No. He's a good guy. We'll be straight ahead on CRN.
Hi, folks. Fred Dreyer for Regenix. Like so many people today, I was losing my hair. I was literally watching it fall out, jumping right off the top of my head. So I said, that's it, enough. I called Regenix. When they introduced me to their patented hair analysis program, I immediately saw why I was losing my hair. Through their microscopic examination, I saw gray, sickly scalp. The hair follicles themselves were caked and clogged with the dirty, oily sludge. I was so relieved. Finally, there was hope. So now as I approach my 8th year on the Regenix program, my scalp is pink and clean and my hair is growing back. That's right, it's growing back. It makes so much sense. Don't wait. Call Regenix right now. Go to the phone and put an end to your worries. Start by calling 1-800-REGENIX. That's 1-800-REGENIX. Or go to Regenix.com.
Orders are coming down from high above here at CRN Digital Talk Radio. From the very top of the Fred Dreyer Show, top-rated program here at CRN Digital Talk Radio. It is the weekend edition of the PM Show, the one and only Fred Dreyer. You were at my birthday party, Fred Dreyer.
Indeed, I was.
Turning a few heads. The ladies were looking at you, and Bob Henry, a big football fan, was very interested in talking to you about football until the women showed up, and then all of a sudden the conversation digressed.
It's the toughest thing there is to do, is to start a conversation that's going to go past, hi, how you doing?
Isn't it? It really is. People came by first and they were telling me about all the good stuff they're doing with books on tape and stuff, and that conversation got interrupted, but it was great. I got to see everybody, talk to everybody, kind of mingled around. There was one guy there smoking a cigar and just driving people away from him. He actually, listen to this, the guy actually took his lit cigar and had the unmitigated gall to walk into a closed house area just to kind of look around, take a puff, and then walk out, just to kind of look.
Well, you have to spread the essence. You have to spread the essence.
Football legend.
And everybody kept saying, what a wonderful cigar that is.
Is that what they were saying?
Yeah.
Really?
And I said, you think that people in the house would like to smell it?
That's what you said. Look at Tomas was there. He hung out way outside, way away from the old cigar smoke.
I thought he was going to go into the pool.
He was thinking of it. He brought his trunks.
You have the Speedos on underneath those jeans?
Yes, he had the Speedos on.
You were ready to go in, weren't you?
He was going to take a dive. He really was.
Yeah, I think you were.
One more martini and he was going in.
He was gone. He came in with the martini.
Somebody said, Tomas was sitting by himself. I went over there and talked to him and everything, and I said, was he having a cocktail? I said, yes.
Completely.
So just leave him alone. Yeah. Tomas gets in his world there, just kind of holds court. Yeah. With a cocktail. I'm sure it was some kind of fancy thing. Stuff that they used to drink on the Rams, like Singapore Sling. I'm sure it was something like that.
All the coaches had Singapore Sling.
They did. Didn't they?
Hey, listen, you know something what I have right here?
What do you got?
Before I want to talk about a little bit about the Lakers today. Not a lot, but a little bit about them. I want to set the record straight about this team, and about expectations, and about Kobe, and about free agents, and what's going to happen in the next year or two.
Lakers have won 3-4 games? Is that it?
Don't mention the word 4, because they're stuck on 3.
I told you they're going to win 10 overall. That's going to be it.
Yeah, well, I hope they do. I hope they beat out the 76ers for the worst team.
Yeah, me too.
And that's by the way. But, I don't want to get ahead of myself. We'll talk about that. There's 18 crazy facts the most hardcore fans don't know about the NFL.
Yeah, our team,
you saw that.
Our department here, Courtney Cadera, our producer, put this together, like 18 facts.
Yeah.
Like the New England Patriots were almost named the Bay State Patriots.
Bay State Patriots.
Yeah, they were the Boston Patriots, football nomads in their first, they were in the AFL. and they are playing games at Fenway Park, Harvard Stadium, Braves Field, Boston College's Alumni Stadium. When they moved to Foxborough in 71, the owner, Billy Sullivan, wanted a new name to go with the new location, and he came up with the Bay State Patriots to honor the whole region. The name lasted about a month. The NFL didn't like it and appreciated the initials of the teams. The Bay State Patriots, BSP.
This is a liberal government edict. That's what that was. That's why it failed. And what was wrong with the Boston Patriots? They're from Boston, aren't they?
Yeah, Bay State Patriots.
No, I'm saying, but why not the Boston Patriots?
That would have been good.
Yeah,
they went to the New England
Patriots.
Oh, it's the New England nation.
And then on top of that, they added insult to injury. And I'm telling you, folks, this means a lot to me. I'm in the era of playing against the New England Patriots with the white helmets and the little man on the side. The Patriot on the side. And they got rid of that uniform.
I like that uniform.
Bill Parcells came in, and those idiots, were drunk up in the booth and decided, they're going to create, and they're going to improve on a great uniform. And they destroyed the original uniform that was brought into the league in 1960. And they keep doing that all the time. Now they want to get, I'm going to tell you this right now. This Washington Redskin thing isn't going away because what's going to happen, there now is going to be a movement to try to get Dan Snyder to sell. And the proviso for the new owner is to change the name. That's
you're
the proviso.
Right. I would believe you 100%.
That is the proviso. And that's how they're going to do it. And just like George Soros is going around, he's going around buying small American gun and ammunition companies.
So he can take them out of business.
He's gonna just dissolve all the ammo. The ability for Americans to go out and buy guns and have ammo, and that's what they're doing. That's going on behind the scenes.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Back to the NFL, 18
NFL.
Crazy
Here's
facts.
Stuff that they don't know about.
Yeah, if you signed up for the Green Bay Packers season ticket waiting list today, you'd have to wait almost 1,000 years to get your tickets because the Packs, they have about 86,000 people on it, and 100 people give up their seats every year. So if you do the math, that's what it comes up with. That'd be something else. They might be in the Super Bowl, the Green Bay Packers.
They could very well.
Could very well.
I saw them earlier in the season, and they couldn't control the line of scrimmage. They were pathetic, but they straightened it out.
Now, Wilson, which has been the exclusive maker of NFL football since like 1941, produces 4,000 balls per day, or one for every Eli Manning interception. Who wrote this? Who put this here? Oh, come on. Lay off Eli. Anyway, the single cowhide that comes from cows in Kansas, Iowa, and Nebraska makes 10 footballs, and there are 16, just if you want to know this fact, lace holes on the NFL football, but just one lace.
Yeah, that's right.
Richard Nixon once told Roone Arledge that when Frank Gifford was with the New York Giants, he would invite Nixon over to his apartment for post-game cocktail parties.
That's true.
That's true. I'm reading these as they come out here.
That's true.
Number 5, only one NFL team has ever three-peated. Plus, that's disappointing Pat Riley, but he's always liked to be the three-peat. Never once in the Super Bowl era. Vince Lombardi's Green Bay Packers of 66 through 68 won 3, count them 3 NFL championships in a row, but no team has ever pulled that off in the Super Bowl era. That was before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's right.
Number 6, despite the misnomer that the NFL can only play Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, the league has actually played games every day of the week.
Does anyone care about that?
Well, back in 2010, they had a snow game on Tuesday night in Philadelphia. The Wednesday night season opener back in 2012 was moved not to interfere with Barack Obama's acceptance speech.
We had to have that.
Brother. I wouldn't have moved that thing. I would just let the guy to talk about having your own doctor and all the stuff he said and just watch football. Much more exciting. Anyway, all these terrible Thursday games that are the kind of the bane of existence, Thursday excluded. There's a number of Friday games moved for weather to give a league for Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. So there you have it. They've played every day. Who cares about that one? Number 7, an NBC employee once ran on the field maybe to disrupt the 1958 NFC Championship game, but he had a good reason. It's a legend. It's mostly been verified that an NBC employee ran onto the field during the famous 1958 NFL championship game because a TV cable had become unplugged because of the raucous crowd while Johnny Unitas was leading the Colts on what would be the game-winning drive. This guy, Stan Rothowitz, a statistician, apparently ran onto the field
with a plug in his hand,
playing a drunk to disrupt the game and give NBC time to fix the cable. According to his biography, Johnny Unitas didn't buy the story because he thought no one could possibly act that well.
So a guy comes out with a cord with a plug in it.
The technician did, an NBC employee, while Stan Rothowitz, the statistician, came out of the field, said, "Hold on a second.
Are we going to read all these? Are we going to read
50,
all these?
Yes, we are.
Really?
That's why they're so...
Wow.
I would like to read them.
Eat up half the show just reading these.
Well, Tomas, the technician, has to fix your tie, and I'll just read these.
Anyway, there's a bunch of innocuous little...
We'll read them quickly when we come back.
Bon mots you'll have to hear.
Hey, do you have an old customer classic car you're afraid to drive and enjoy? Well, bring that classic up to 2014 standards with BS Industries Incorporated. BS Industries is an award-winning Los Angeles-based company that designs and builds customs and hot rods of every conceivable form. BS Industries keeps a full range of service in-house that allows limitless creativity and attention to the personal desires of the client. Bodie Stroud is best known for sleek custom builds and puts his clients behind the wheel of their dreams. BS Industries specializes in metal fabrication, electrical work, suspension, exhaust systems, paint, upholstery. BS Industries can make your custom restoration or hot rod the ride of your dreams. Learn what Tim Allen, Johnny Depp, and Jay Leno know. Bodie Stroud can take your old car and make it your drive of pride and passion. Call BS Industries today at 818-768-7602, 818-768-7602, or go to BodieStroud.com, BodieStroud.com.
Have you ever considered adding a home security system but thought it would be too expensive? Here's the good news. There's never been a more affordable time to help protect your home, valuables, and your loved ones. You can now get a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, with the installation of a new ADT monitored system. Here's even better news. Your new system, worth $850, is free. You pay just a $99 installation charge and purchase monthly monitoring for less than $2 a day. Call Protect Your Home today at 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. Get the peace of mind that comes with owning an ADT monitored system, plus a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home. Call now, 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. 36-month monitoring contract required. General terms and conditions apply. Visit protectyourhome.com/terms.
Nothing says I love you, I'm thinking about you, or I miss you, like a beautiful bouquet of fresh flowers from ProFlowers.com. Flowers are a festive way to dress up a birthday, holiday, or anniversary. Plus, prices start at $19.99 and include a free vase. Every bouquet is guaranteed to last at least 7 days. To send a thoughtful bouquet, go to ProFlowers.com/radio. And to receive this special offer, enter code DAISY. That's ProFlowers.com/radio, code DAISY.
She was a Hollywood superstar in the 50s and 60s. In the 70s, she hit the TV screen as Alexis in the TV show Dynasty.
There was life before Dynasty.
The showroom at South Point presents A Night with Joan Collins.
That is not all there is.
November 28th through the 30th. Tickets on sale now at the box office at southpointcasino.com or charge by phone. 702-797-8055. A Night with Joan Collins at the South Point.
There's a lot more that I want to tell you all about.
PM Show, Weekend Edition, on sports with the one and only Mr. Fred Dreyer. We are going down this list of all these incredible, crazy facts that you didn't know about the NFL. I'll go through them quickly. The Super Bowl trophy, this is number 8, costs $25,000. That's what it is. Number 9, O.J. Simpson and Joe Namath were both in the Monday Night Football booth back in 1985. Number 10, the oldest record in the NFL record book is one
Which
of the
one's
most...
in jail? Is it? Did Joe Namath? Is it Joe Namath that's in jail?
Joe's not in jail.
No.
Okay, the oldest record in the NFL record book is one of the most famous. Ernie Nevers scored 40 points in a game back in 1929, getting 6 touchdowns and 4 extra points.
He never did that.
That's up for discussion. I'm just reading them. Number 11, Gale Sayers was inducted into the Hall of Fame when he was 34. That's 4 years younger than Peyton Manning is right now.
It has no relevance, but go ahead.
Number 12, before Michael Jordan, there was another famous Chicago flu game. That was on November 20th, 1977, the day he broke O.J. Simpson's record for most rushing yards in a single game. Walter Payton was battling the flu in that game.
Oh, brother.
Now, here's one, number 13. You may have some comments on this. Joe Gibbs is the only coach in NFL history to average more than one playoff win in 10-plus seasons of coaching.
Yeah.
Number 14, the University of Georgia liked the Green Bay Packers helmet logo so much that Coach Vince Dooley borrowed the look for the Bulldogs helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Number 15, in the modern NFL draft, there's only been 1 year in which a quarterback hasn't been selected in the first 2 rounds. Number 16, Carl Weathers played Apollo Creed. He played 2 seasons with the Oakland Raiders in the early 1970s. I did not know that.
Yep.
The total audience for the first televised football game in 1939 was 500. That's about 112,200,500 less than watched last year's Super Bowl game. And finally, the final fact here, number 18, Fred Dreyer. This is on this list. Fred Dreyer is the only player with 2 safeties in one game. That, ladies and gentlemen, I find that is absolutely amazing.
Where's my drum roll?
I'm trying to find you. Here we go. This is what I've got for you. This is.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a team effort.
The safeties.
Although one individual captures the moment, it's a team effort. Now, look, here's something else that people don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to you.
Give it to us.
What does number 13, Joe Gibbs?
Joe Gibbs, the only coach in the NFL history to average more than one playoff win in 10-plus seasons of coaching.
Carl Weathers.
The Apollo Creed played 2 seasons with the Oakland Raiders in the early 1970s.
And the Sultan of Safeties.
Fred Dreyer, the only player with 2 safeties in one game.
What do they all have in common?
They all became actors. Did they? Was Joe Gibbs an actor? I'm guessing there. Was that?
Yeah, he played in Raging Bull. No, he did not become an actor. He became a coach.
I don't know. I give up.
Here it is.
What is it? Give it to
all
me.
3
Yes.
attended San Diego State College.
Oh, there you go. Joe Gibbs. That's right. He was one of your coaches, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. And Carl Weathers was my teammate.
Really?
At San Diego State. He was tackle. I was the end.
Now that should have been part of this fact.
Why don't they know these things?
Because it takes you and this show, Fred Dreyer, to cut through the red tape and get this information out to the public.
This is information that should be known by guys who like football.
They got you down here. They said the 2 safeties from the man who later became Hunter were good enough to rank him tied for number 22 on the all-time list. The record for most career safeties is 4, held by 3 players, including Jared Allen. This is great. 2 in one game. That is an incredible record.
Yeah. They can have, these guys can have, all the.
They can have all. You will take that. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Fred Dreyer.
Thanks so very much. As I said before, it was a team effort. Look, the Los Angeles Lakers, what's really fun here is listening to the criticism and the shock.
The shock
that everybody goes through after a Laker game.
That's the shock.
They're braced before the game starts. There's impending doom in the air. They've got more people injured this year than most teams do at this point in time. They've got more lousy players than most teams have. That's because it was designed to have lousy players, and therefore the end result is they're lousy, and they've won 3 games and they've lost 11 or 12 of them.
Right.
So if you look at that ratio, I don't see it improving that much. Maybe they can pick up and win some games and maybe get on a roll. But, when we come back, I want to get into all of this stuff about the Lakers and how pathetically blind local sports broadcasters and radio sports talk show hosts are about their constant state of bewilderment about why are the Lakers so bad. And what can we do about it? And is it Kobe's fault or is it not Kobe's fault? And is it Jim Buss's fault or is it Mitch Kupchak's fault? Or is it, Mrs. Chick Hearn's fault? But the point remains is that this is a bad team. It's going to be bad this year. It's also going to be bad next year, Kobe's last year. But when we get back, we'll get into it.
It's the PM Show Weekend Edition with the one and only Fred Dreyer on CRN, brought to you by Regenix.
Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Ka'anapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool. Indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Ka'anapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Who did you let down today? Your wife? Your kids? Well, how about yourself? Take a look in the mirror. If you're tired of your drug and alcohol problem, you need to fix the problem, and right now, before you hurt or kill yourself, or worse yet, somebody else. Call the addiction specialist now at the Detox and Treatment Helpline, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have private insurance, we specialize in finding you the right treatment. When you call right now, you'll speak to a recovering addict who understands what you're going through right now. Let us help you break your addiction to drug and alcohol before it's too late. This call is completely confidential and free. So if you have private insurance, take 5 minutes of your time. Call right now. I promise it'll change your life. 800-881-1672. 800-881-1672. 800-881-1672. Call right now. 800-881-1672.
You've heard of Black Friday doorbuster deals. Well, don't miss Lumber Liquidators floorbuster deals. Get incredible discounts on your favorite floors at one-time only prices. There's never been a better time to get a great deal on pre-finished hardwoods, hand-scraped hardwoods, gorgeous bamboo, top-quality laminates, and get 26-month special financing. Plus, get even more floorbuster discounts in our stores. The sale ends Tuesday, so these deals will not wait until after the holidays. Visit lumberliquidators.com to find a store near you.
Hi, this is Stan Weissleiter.
And Malcolm Berman.
Join us each week for The View from Over Here on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Tuesday at 10 Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern.
We'll talk about everything and anything. News, sports.
That's The View from Over Here. Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on CRN Digital Talk.
Welcome back here to the PM Show Weekend Edition, PM Show on Sports. I'm Michael Horn, the star of our show. As we heard here with the NFL Superstar Facts, 2 safeties in 1 game. That's a record's going to withstand the test of time. And, of course, a football legend played with the New York Giants, the Los Angeles Rams back in their heyday. And now one of the great actors of all time, Hunter's show Crisis here last season, movies, stage, radio. Did you ever sing anything? You sang, I believe, on, wasn't it the Ed Sullivan Show?
A guy called me from New York, wanted to talk to me about my singing debut in 1970 with the Giants on the Ed Sullivan Show.
So, singer.
Anyway, I haven't talked to him.
Did you write any songs? Just singer, not songwriter?
He wants to do an album.
Okay. Singer-songwriter,
yeah.
The one and only Mr. Fred Dry.
And you know, what I do is that when I do talk to people, I just drop it. It's a lot of fun. I just say, they say, well, what are you doing? I say, well, I'm doing TV shows and I got a couple movie things with Penny. Because I don't like to talk about a lot of the stuff that I do because it's just it's typical actor nonsense until someone writes you a check for something. Then you can say, this is what I did.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's what it is. So I don't say anything about it, but I do drop in every once in a while. Just say, and as usual, I'm still working on my music. And
still working on it.
And then I just move past it.
And then you go on.
And then
they go like, wow.
They say, oh yeah. And you know, every actor in America, every actor in America has an album out.
I'm going to work on my music.
Well, I'm really working on my new album.
Fred and I
coming out. It's going to be coming out. I'll be selling it in every Ralph's parking lot out of the trunk of my car.
It's going to be one of those things where if you buy $80 worth of groceries, you get the album free. Isn't it going to be one of those?
Yes. Yeah.
Fred and I are collaborating
It'll be the back half of an upsell.
Can I say we're collaborating together on a new album?
Yeah.
A new musical. All right. Tell us about the Lakers.
I digress because, look, we all remember the Lakers, for what they used to be
Back
able
when
to
they
do.
used to win.
Yeah, when they used to win.
They're 3-11, by the way. I looked it up for you.
That's fine. Yeah,
okay.
It's not going to get much better. That ratio, they're going to be 6-25. Then they're going to be 9-78.
I got 10. I got 10 in the pool.
Yeah. So the point is that they're pathetic. They're going to be pathetic. And my question to all of the Southern California sportscasters and sports writers and the editors and what have you. And Mike Bresnahan's, the guys that write articles about the Lakers, and he's got one today. Bryant's shooting switch is off more. Like they have to focus in on something. So they're talking about Kobe adjusting his shot.
And then they become a winning champion,
yeah,
right?
and then Kobe's going to will them to a championship. You're going to get them into the playoffs, and they're constantly talking about these mavens of sports. Are constantly talking about. I think they can, if they really turn it on now and really make the turn, I think they can make the 8th seed. These people, I'm going to be the 8th seed way before this team.
You are
me
with your album.
Yeah, with my album and I've got a guitar. I have an acoustic and then I have an electric version.
That's good.
So. I'm looking at this, and I'm constantly, I think I want to call these shows, and then I say, no, I don't want to talk to them. And why are they? Why did they think? Why does John Ireland think that the Lakers should be or are going to be the 8th seed? Why do they keep talking about the Lakers in the guise of playoff basketball? This is a terrible team. It was supposed to be terrible. It is terrible. It's going to remain terrible all year. Kobe is going to be in a mental institution come the All-Star break, and there's going to be absolutely no way this team is winning anything for the next 2 to 3 years. They're not going to get anybody to come play for them. And the reason they didn't get people to play for him is a combination of things. LeBron went back to to the cradle, and that's fine. He should have done that. And Carmelo is from New York, so he's going to stay there, and that's fine too. So those two things never swayed my thinking at all about. Well, my philosophy is as long as Kobe's there, no one's showing up, and I do believe that. But this last year's, failings to sign these two guys did not modify that at all for me. I just figured that, this organization is not right now going to spend a lot of money until Kobe's gone. Nobody wants to come here. And they keep saying it. And because they don't want to hurt his feelings, and they don't want to change the narrative when the team is so bad and so down right now. But nobody in their right mind, no superstars are going to say, God, I got to get out. I got to get out of my contract so I can go out to L.A. and be with Kobe. They don't want to be with Kobe. Why? Because of what you're seeing right now. And it's always been the case of Kobe's greatness as an individual basketball player and not so much as one of moving the ball. If the Lakers move and pass the ball and get people woven into the offense, you've got a much better chance of winning games. But they don't do that. And it's like asking, a paratrooper, okay, now when you land, you're going to have to get get the parachute out, and then you're going to have to get your gun out and head for the closest tree and hide while the other guys are parachuting in behind you. You have to keep asking. Remember, you got to pull the ripcord first. You have to keep reminding basketball players, you should play defense. And they go, well, we're working on that. And that's all we hear from the Lakers and bad teams. They don't get back on defense. They're fundamentally bad. They're lousy. They're crappy. This team has a bunch of people on it that were handpicked to be on it because of their salaries and the fact that they're on their way out, or they're marginal players, or they're the 12th or the 13th man on the team. This team isn't supposed to win. I don't look forward to them winning. I don't care how bad they play. Kobe says, I deserve to have this money. Okay, he deserves it, and they rewarded him with $25 million, $48.5 million for the next 2 years. He's got 1 year left after this one. And when that year's over with, then you will see exactly what Jim Buss and all of these people do about restocking this franchise. And what they're going to have to do is they're going to go out and be able to sell a Kevin Durant or somebody else on the fact that you will stamp this franchise. This is your team. You're not here to help Kobe win another championship. And everybody will see Kobe's gone. He'll go to New York and and do what he does over there. But this team is dead in the water for the next 2 years. Get used to it, because that's the way it's going to be. And Kobe's got his money and nothing else.
Straight ahead, we continue. You can email Fred Dreyer here on the PM Show Weekend Edition. Incoming at crntalk.com. That's incoming at crntalk.com. We'll continue straight ahead here. Don't forget to follow him on Facebook, facebook.com/The Real Fred Dreyer.
Did you know up to 1 in 5 Americans will get the flu this year? Because less than half of us get vaccinated? You didn't know? That's okay. We do. Rite Aid has certified immunizing pharmacists at the ready to discuss your risks, answer your questions, and shield you from what you don't know. So get your flu shot, no appointment necessary, at Rite Aid today. With us, it's personal. Flu vaccines available while supplies last. Age restrictions apply in some states. See pharmacist for details.
It's Lumber Liquidators' 3rd annual Yellow and Black Friday flooring sale. Right now, get incredible end-of-year deals before they're gone. There's no better time to get hardwoods, like Brazilian Koa for an unheard of 40% off. And all bamboo is up to 30% off. Plus, our thickest and best laminates are 25% off our lowest prices. And get 26-month special financing. Even more deals are added daily in our stores. It only happens once a year. Visit LumberLiquidators.com to find a store near you.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
It's the PM Show Weekend Edition on sports from CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn, the star of our show. The Sultan of Safeties, as we call him here at CRN. 2 safeties in 1 game. Acting legend. Iconic singer.
Country.
Iconic country singer, one and only Mr. Fred Dryer.
My dog stole my truck. That's the name of the album.
You know, you should put an app out, too, on the internet. You know who's got an app is Richard Sherman has got a new iPhone app. But I think it just, you press it and it shouts at you. I'm the best. I'm the best. It screams at you. Yeah. Those, the Seattle Seahawks are not doing as well as everybody thought they were this year.
They're picking it up. They're going to beat San Francisco this weekend.
So here's the handicapper. Now, we do this show live on Wednesday. So that means, by the time you hear this on the weekend, the games are over. We could make fools of ourselves. But Chicago's playing Detroit on the Turkey Day, and that's
in Detroit.
In Detroit. Detroit favored by 7.
Yeah, I like them.
I think Detroit will win by a touchdown. Don't you think?
So
Chicago's. I'm with you. So. Philadelphia is playing Dallas in Dallas, and Dallas is favored by 3. I think I like Dallas. Yeah, I do too. And finally, Seattle. At San Francisco. Earlier today, this was a pick'em game. Now they're favoring San Francisco by 1.5.
I'm taking Seattle.
I'm taking San Francisco just to make this an interesting show.
Well, there you go.
That's what I'm taking. Now, let's look ahead to the big Sunday action with those of you listening on the weekend. San Diego playing Baltimore at Baltimore. Baltimore favored by 6.
I like Baltimore.
And it's at home. I think you go with that. I'm going to go Baltimore as well. Cleveland playing in Buffalo. Buffalo favored by 2.5. I may go Cleveland here. What do you think?
I'm going Cleveland on the road. Yeah. I like them. They beat Atlanta in Atlanta.
Browns have been doing well. I'm going Cleveland in that game. Tennessee playing Houston. Houston playing it in Houston.
Those two teams, I have no idea about any of those.
Favored by 6.5. Houston has got a 6.5 point favorite.
Yeah, I don't care. Who wins.
Well, you got to pick one: Tennessee or Houston.
Who's the home team?
Houston. That's
and are they favored?
They are favored.
Okay, I'll take them.
Okay, so Houston. I'm going to pick Houston as well. Washington. Are they still the Redskins?
Just a second now. Just a second. Right here in the newspaper.
Yes.
C4 of the LA Times. Right there. This is what you get.
What do you get?
You get Redskins bench Griffin.
Who let the dogs out? That's what I want to know. Somebody let the
sit down.
Sit down, would you please, Angie? Come on. Take it easy.
And so the Redskins bench Griffin, and I could have told you that. You know, they drafted this kid.
This is a big deal,
They drafted this kid, and 3 years ago, and this guy systematically buried Mike Shanahan.
RG3 buried him?
That's correct.
Why are you really saying that?
I'm serious. He also went to Snyder and said, get rid of him. I don't like him.
Wow.
And that's why he's gone. So anyway, well, he's gone anyway because he wasn't winning. But the Griffin, you know, is one of these shotgun spread offense guys who's primarily a runner and thrower. And when you get into this league, into the National Football League, and you get hit a lot in one game, let alone the whole season. But once you get hit, once you run around, remember when you run around, there's a lot of chances of you getting hit a lot of different ways.
Right.
If you're in the pocket, you can see a good portion of what's coming at you.
Okay.
Okay. You got the environment around you is more at your grasp. But when you're out in the open field, man, you're a target. Okay. Now, this guy blew his knee out twice.
RG3, yeah.
He blew his knee out, then he re-injured it, then he turned his ankle. This guy's a mess. His legs are shot. He's in his third year.
Unbelievable.
And he's finished.
And so Jay Gruden has benched him, and that's ending. They're saying any doubts on whether the Washington Redskins are united behind the rookie head coach because he should be benched. You agree with that, right?
He's going to play Colt McCoy, and he should play
him. So now let's handicap this game.
Yeah,
so we're looking at that game now. This is Washington playing at Indianapolis. Indianapolis favored by 9.5 points.
Where is this?
Yeah, it's being played in Indy. Washington playing at Indianapolis.
At 9.5 points?
9.5 points.
Well, it's a lot of points, but I think it stands up.
I think it does too. I'm going to go Indianapolis. New York Giants, Eli Manning, playing at Jacksonville, and New York favored by 2.5 on the road over Jacksonville. 2.5 points? I think Eli's got to show up. I'll take the Giants.
If they don't win this game,
this is your old alma mater.
If they don't beat, the Sheik, the Sheik Auto, the bumper guy, the rubber bumper guy, he owns that team.
Yeah.
And so you got to beat that team.
You got to beat them. You got to beat the Jacksonville.
The Sheik. You got to beat the Sheik.
So we'll take the Giants. Okay, Carolina, they're playing at Minnesota. Minnesota favored by 3. Minnesota
at Carolina?
No, Carolina at Minnesota.
And Minnesota's favored by 3?
3. What do you think?
Well, I mean, that's probably a correct bet. It's probably a coin toss. Anytime you have a home team, 3, it's usually a coin flip.
Yeah, you're going to take Minnesota, you're going to take Carolina. I'm taking Carolina.
I'm going to take Carolina as well.
That's what I'm going to do. And, okay, let's take another look here. We got New Orleans. Well, that was an interesting game on Monday night. New Orleans on the road playing at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh favored by 4.5 points.
I like Pittsburgh.
I like Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh's. New Orleans is.
I tell you something. You know, we watched the game over at Bill Shatner's place, and what I was telling you as we were sitting there was
amazing. Sitting next to you, getting an education from you.
New Orleans, and you could see it, but New Orleans could not control the line of scrimmage. And I always say this, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what the sport's about. You break your opponent's will at the line of scrimmage before the receivers come in, or the running backs come in, or the quarterback, or the defensive back.
They were moving all over to one side and then making a hole so they could run.
Believe me, if you can't control the line of scrimmage in the 10th, 11th game, you're on your way out. And New Orleans has to be able to show up and in Pittsburgh and stop the run. I don't think they can do that.
All right, straight ahead, we'll finish up the handicapping here. Fred Dreyer taking it to you here. It's the PM show on Sports, weekend edition from CRN with the one and only Fred Dreyer. Email him, incoming at crntalk.com.
How would you like to taste the most delicious meatballs this holiday season? You can with our friend Larry Manetti's Meatballs, as seen on QVC. Go to QVC.com and search Manetti Meatballs. These are hand-rolled 3 ounces each meatballs. 30 in a bag, made with veal, beef, pork, spices, breadcrumbs, imported ricotta and Romano cheese. They are delicious. Manetti's Meatballs, fried in pure Italian olive oil. They come frozen. You can heat and serve them in a 350-degree oven for just 10 to 15 minutes. They'll make a real hit this holiday season. Taste Larry Manetti's Meatballs. Larry Manetti from Hawaii 5-0 and Magnum PI. He was on QVC and he sold out of these meatballs. Go to QVC.com and search Manetti Meatballs. That's QVC.com, Manetti, Manetti Meatballs. QVC.com, search Manetti Meatballs, the real taste of Italy.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. And this time of the year, Columbo's makes office parties and holiday planning easy, delicious, and unforgettable. You've got enough to handle this time of the year. Why add to the worry list? Worry no more. Columbo's, 323-254-9138. 323-254-9138. It's that easy. Mouth-watering, sizzling steaks, scrumptious seafood, Columbo's family Italian specialties, desserts to die for, jazz every night, the world's greatest meatballs, friendly and attentive service, all at an affordable price, makes Columbo's Holiday Party Central. Call Vic at Columbo's. Book your holiday party now. 323-254-9138. 323-254-9138. Columbo's, Buon Natale. Mangia.
Homeowners, now is the season to be thinking about your roof, because all it takes is one storm to turn a small roof problem into a major leak. If it's time for a new roof, call Sears at 888-465-9720. You can save $500 if you call right now. Sears licensed, fully insured contractors can get your roofing job done right. Just call 888-465-9720. Sears has a variety of shingles and styles that are built for long-lasting performance, and you'll save $500 if you call now. So call Sears for a free in-home consultation at 888-465-9720. Hurry, offer ends soon. Not available in all areas. Installation provided by Sears authorized licensed contractors. License information available upon request. That's Sears Roofing. Call right now and save $500. Call 888-465-9720. 888-465-9720. Call Sears now and get that roof repaired. Call 888-465-9720.
It's the PM Show Weekend Edition from CRN Digital Talk Radio. The PM Show on Sports with the one and only Mr. Fred Dreyer, football legend, acting superstar.
Thank you so much.
Handicapping the games here for you right now, so you can take these picks right to the bank. We're talking about the weekend games coming up. We do the show live on Wednesday, and then it airs throughout the weekend. So if you're listening to it we're helping you out here before the big Sunday showdown. And if it's after the big Sunday games, you can see how we did. Oakland on the road playing at St. Louis, your old team, St. Louis. St. Louis favored by 6.5.
I like that.
Yeah, because I don't like Oakland at all. And St. Louis has been playing better. I gave them a lot of crap the last few years. They're playing better this year. Cincinnati, they're 3.5-point favorites, but they're on the road at Tampa Bay.
I'm going to Cincinnati. What's the point spread there?
3.5. You're getting those points with Cincinnati. Come on. Arizona's on the road playing at Atlanta. Arizona favored by 2.5. I'm taking Arizona.
I'm taking Arizona.
Okay, so you and I are right on track here. Hey, we're going to be superstars or some of the worst handicappers in the history of the game. New England, we were talking about them earlier here with their
Bay Area,
the Bay Area brats or whatever.
Patriots.
The BS. Anyway, the Bay States. Yeah, New England is on the road playing at Green Bay. This is going to be a good game. New England at Green Bay. Green Bay favored by 3. I'm going Green Bay. This could be a preview of the Super Bowl. This could be a preview of the Super Bowl. This could be a great game. New England and Green Bay. This is going to be tight. 3 points. You got to take Green Bay.
Well, let's just discuss this.
Discuss it, please.
Let's just talk about this for a second. What's the weather going to be like?
Well, they're playing in Green Bay, so Lambeau. They're at the Lambeau Field, and it's going to be. What time is the game? I'm sure 1:00 there. We don't know what the weather's going to be. It doesn't say here.
That's a big factor now.
You know, Tom Brady has averaged 198 pass yards per game over the first 4 games of the season. His 59.1% completion on his attempts. Has 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions during a 7-game win streak. So they're on a roll. 315 yards per game. He's been playing quite well. That's Brady. What do you think?
Well, I tell you what.
Probably be cold in Green Bay, but not as bad as it would be in New England.
I don't know. I think that, isn't the Chicago socked in snow-wise? They had the airport shut down here today.
I got to go Green Bay. I'm sorry. You go who you want.
Listen, I can understand that. Either one is fine with me, but Green Bay's at home, so I think the edge is Green Bay at home. They're playing if there's weather that affects footing, if I think Green Bay's a lot better recently at controlling the line of scrimmage, so they'll need that. I think both are. I think it's going to come down to 1 or 2 points, and I'll take the home team.
So they're going to win by 3. Because now, I may take New England because it's a 3-point game. Green Bay could win by 1, and then we win if we take New England.
Vegas says it's 3.
Yeah, so what do you think?
I'm going with Vegas.
So you're going to take New England, then I'm going to do the same thing too.
No, I think Green Bay will beat them by 3 points.
Okay, I'm going to go New England just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly, Denver. This has got to be a good game. Denver at Kansas City, and this is Denver favored by 2 points.
Denver at KC?
Yeah, I'm doing
KC
Denver.
Was miserable.
I'm doing Denver.
How bad they got beat in Oakland. Yeah. I don't like that. I'm going Denver.
And finally, the Monday night game, Miami, 7-point favorites over the New York Jets. The Jets are at home.
I'll take Miami.
I'm taking Miami. You and I both.
And believe me, the announcement today that, they're bringing back, this kid from, what's his name? What's the guy's name? The guy from the quarterback that they benched. Now they're unbenching him.
For the New York Jets?
That's not going to help.
Michael Vick is... he's not going to play, you don't think?
No.
They're bringing back the other guy? Okay.
They have...
That's good. That may make him better, because Vick's been terrible.
Yeah, they have... What's his face? Is the show over?
The show is over. We're out of here.
Well, look,
I just want to
say this while we have time. Yeah. I want everybody to have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. We're going to have one, and be healthy and be happy, and we'll see you.
CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation. And you can listen to us on nearly any platform and device. Download to your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry episodes of What's Cookin'. And take Master Sommelier Michael Jordan with you to the wine shop so he can help you pick out that perfect bottle of wine. Stream episodes of the Sonoma Wine Report through our CRN app, TuneIn Radio, Nobex, Stitcher, UTunes, or AHA Radio. And start planning that unforgettable weekend